Hello. So I'm doing it a little different today. We're going to actually, I'm going to read some poetry, but you see, I'm using my karaoke machine. I just wanted to do it different, so I decided I would use my karaoke machine to do some poetry, and I'm going to read uh, my Angelo poem, and I think Nikki Giovanni. And of course, I have my own poem that I'm going to read. And this is just part of our Black History project that I'm doing here because we have had, some. I just wanted to lighten it up because whew, the last one that I put up, the mood was not light. And we need this. We need this so we can kind of lighten it up because some of the stuff that we learn about our history is so painful. It's so painful. And I just thought that we would have some poetry today and I lighten it up. And so also what I wanted to share was when my children were growing up, I would have them to do a Black History report for me in February. And so the rule was that they could not do the report on Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, or Malcolm X, because these were all people that that they usually would tell us about in school already. So I wanted them to learn about people that they weren't necessarily telling us about in school. And one of the ones that stand out for me that one of my daughters did was Madam C.J. Walker. And she fell in love with Madam C.J. Walker when she found out that she had invented the straightening comb. Yeah, that's wild, right? I'm not sure I'm talking about the straightening comb, but hey, however you like, if you like it, your hair straightened, hey, if you want it natural, whichever way, whichever way works for you. But it was just amazing to see her fall in love with Madam C.J. Walker, because she had invented the straightening comb, and I was just amazed. And and then my other son, he um he didn't actually send me one on one person, and it was the uprising of the slaves is what he sent me, but it's in there. That's with Nat Turner. We already discussed that here, and we're not gonna bring it down, the mood down, because we've had some sad days here about our history, and I'm thinking that the rest of our Black History Month, we're gonna have all positivity and happy things coming our way, and if it shifts, because if I feel that I need to bring something that's not happy, I will, because I can only do what I am supposed to do. And if I am told to bring the information forward, that's what I have to do because I have to be obedient. But right now, I feel that we're going to have the rest of our Black History upbeat. And, because I tried to balance it out with upbeat, positive things, and then some of the stuff that wasn't so positive about our history. But it just hit me so bad yesterday what I had to put up, and it's just. Mm-mm. So we're gonna step into my Angelo poem, and her first one is "Still I Rise." And I did this at church today. Also, I went to my cousin's church. He asked me to come to a church and read a poem, a Maya Angelou poem. And this is what I did. I didn't get any footage of it. So I'm sharing here with you now. Yeah. So here we go. Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you deceit and gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room, just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of huts of history shame, I rise up from a past that's rooted in pain. I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling. I bear in the tide, leaving behind nights of terror and fear. I rise into a daybreak that's wondrously clear. I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Thank you. This was Maya Angelou. That was her poem, Still I Rise. Then we're going to go to Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou as well. And I am dedicating this poem, Phenomenal Woman, to all of us women, to each and every one of us, because we are all phenomenal women, especially us, black women. We are phenomenal. You know, I'm a black woman, so of course I feel that we are phenomenal. So this is for us, and it's dedicated to us. Phenomenal woman. Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size, but when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please, and to a man, the fellows stand or fall to their knees. Then they swarm around me, a hive of honeybees. I say, it's the fire in my eyes and the flash in my teeth, the swing in my waist and the joy in my feet. I'm a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breast, the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman. That's me. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need for my care, 'cause I'm a woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman. That's me. So we're all phenomenal women, and this is dedicated to us, phenomenal women. This is yours. So I read my Angelo's poem. I was supposed to be reading a Nikki Giovanni poem, and lost the page. Yeah, and I found it. Look at that. So the poem is called Woman. It's called Woman. She wanted to be a blade of grass amid the fields, but he wouldn't agree to be the dandelion. She wanted to be a robin singing through the leaves, but he refused to be her tree. She spun herself into a web and, looking for a place to rest, turned to him, but he stood straight, declining to be her corner. She tried to be a book, but he wouldn't read. She turned herself into a bulb, but he wouldn't let her grow. She decided to become a woman and thought he and though he still refused to be a man, she decided it was all right. So that's Nikki Giovanni's Woman. And we're going to have a poem from myself. I don't know what I'm going to read. I have no idea what I want to read. Yeah, I decided to do it different and just use my microphone, my karaoke machine. I just said let me do it a little different, like I'm actually having a poetry night and use the microphone, and so that's what I'm doing. So I hope you all like it. I hope you like it, and if you do, I'll maybe try and do this again. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will, depending on how this turns out. I'm looking through my book, and I know that I had a poem in this book, and so I know it's in here. I just not seeming to find it today. Okay. I'm gonna read Toffler Flower. Toffler Flower. I look in the mirror and see a beautiful flower staring back at me. I am a beautiful chocolate flower. God has been watering me. I have blossomed into the most beautiful flower you would ever want to see. All the love that God has given me has made me the beautiful chocolate flower you see. I am one of His beautiful chocolate flowers because that is the color of me, chocolate. Whatever color you may be, you are also one of God's beautiful flowers. So just remember, whatever color you are beautiful to God, and He loves you no matter what. So this is my poem, Chocolate Flower. This is my poem, Chocolate Flower. And I'm going to read my roots. My roots. Let me talk to you about my roots. Roots so strong and thick and not easy to break. Roots that go back to a time before I was ever born. Unfortunately, my roots were broken, and I was taught my beautiful afro had to be tamed with a straightening comb because my thick rooted curly hair was unacceptable, and my hair was nappy and ugly, unstraightened. I never thought my hair was nappy and unacceptable, even as a child when I was getting my hair straightened. I always thought my thick, curly hair was gorgeous. Unfortunately, I was taught I had to have a certain look, so I never got to know my beautiful, deep rooted curly hair. I finally decided to truly go natural and go back to my natural roots and unleash my beautiful afro bush. So, this is one of my favorites that I wrote, and I just absolutely like love it. I don't. It's just one of my favorites that I wrote. I think probably every poet might have one of their favorites, and this was just me expressing just my happiness that when I decided to get to know my hair, get to know her. And it takes a lot really getting to know your hair when you don't know it, when you have not known your hair because you've been getting your hair straightened since you were a child, or and then because I started getting perms when I was like 12, but before that I was getting my hair straightened. And around 18 I decided to go natural, but it was frowned upon so much in my family that and some friends, and so I just decided to go ahead and start back perming my head just to get them off my back. And then I guess around 30, like almost 40, I was like, I'm doing me. You know what I mean? I'm doing me, and I'm gonna go ahead because I just don't want these chemicals all in my hair, and it's not healthy. It's just not healthy for me. For my hair is not what I wanted. And I decided that I was going to do what I wanted. And so that's why, it's just like, for me, that was like when I was just taking control. Taking control. And then, even with that and taking control, that's when I decided to actually get up and start moving and exercising. And I'm eating better and losing some weight, and I did those things, even though I gained some of that weight back. But I see it, and I have recognized it, and I said it's time for me to get up and start taking care of that. And I'm happy to just be sharing this with you in this way. I know it's just different, but I like it. I like it this way. I feel like this is good. This is good. And I'm going to do one more of my poems, and then I'm going to go. And I'm thinking that when I decide to go live, that this is how I will do my first live. It's going to be poetry, and I'll read some poems with my microphone, or what you call it, karaoke machine microphone, all the same. So I have one more, and I'm going to let you go because I don't want to have this poem get so lengthy because it's already kind of lengthy, which I cringe. Oh, when they are this lengthy, I don't. Uh, oh no, we've already went over that. So I want to read action. Actions speak louder than words. Can I trust you with my heart again? Is the question on my mind. You are constantly trying to get back in, but we need to address these scars you left on my heart. You claim you're getting yourself together and leaving your leading lady crack alone, but I'm not so sure yet. I've let you back in so many times only for you to let me down. My heart can't take any more heartache from you. I've endured more than enough pain from you. You can't just come with words this time around. If I decide to give you a chance again, I need to see real action behind those words, not just lip service. Actions speak louder than words. If you want to be back with me, you have to take care of the real necessary steps. You have to take the real necessary steps. Gerda McDougal. Actions speak louder than words. Yes, I am V. Scott and Berta McDougal. Berta McDougal is my real name. V. Scott is my poetry name. So I used to be very nervous to get up and perform, which I still am. so and so one evening after I had performed, it was just like a total flop, and it was like they were recording, and it was for a documentary. It was just a mess, and oh, and that's where because I had Remember Chocolate Flower, and I went up there to do it without the paper, and I totally forgot, and it was just like, oh my goodness. And I did what I remembered, but people still, they still liked it. But anyway, one of the ladies came out, and she had talked to me. It was two actually, and they talked to me, and so there was like one of the ladies told me that, hey, maybe you should get yourself a persona, and you probably wouldn't be so nervous, and then have like different props that you might have to help you. And so that's what I ended up doing. I was like, well, let me figure out something. And so, I like my name Verda because I'm named after my grandma. So that's why I kept V, because I'm named after my grandma and my auntie that passed away before I was ever born. So my grandma's name was Verda Lee, and my auntie that passed away when she was 10, her name is Verda May, and I am Verda Lorraine. And so I said I'm gonna keep the V. I'm gonna keep the V. And so in honor of my deceased mom, I took her maiden last name, and I became V. Scott. So that's how V. Scott arrived. And I am working on a poem to explain the blend. I am working on one now to explain the blend of me. So, yeah. And the fellas are getting loud. Those are my sons. Well, my other son that works, so it's my son and my nephew, and then one of the other cousins here. So I'm gonna go, and I want to say thank you for dropping by, listening, and I really appreciate all of you for coming by and checking out our Black history and what I'm doing. And I really do appreciate all of you. And I just want to you all want to say to you all to be blessed and have a great one. And remember, you are important. You are beautiful. You are smart. And don't let anyone have you think that you're not or you're less than, because you're just as good as everyone else. Thank you. Be blessed. and have a great one.